Hello and welcome back to Opal Plays Mechwarrior 5. In this case, career mode and modded. In our last episode, we were fighting over here, if I could scroll, over in this region, and I decided I'd wanted to come over here and take a look at this high rewards mission, or some people call them transmissions, because that's how they show up on your screen, here in Hermagager. If I pronounce one of these names wrong, please. It's just some of them are kind of weird. See, they call them transmissions because it's view transmissions. Well, this is the very first one. It's the Strength of Tradition from the Logum Gumi, which is a branch of the Yakuza organization that's all through the Draconis Combine, which is based loosely on Japanese tradition, for one, and German somehow. I'm not going to bother reading these because you guys can always pause the screen and take a good hard read on it if you want. But as you can see, it's going to pay off a base of 290,000 C-bills with a 40-point reputation. One of the reasons I'm taking this is because, okay, you go under Operations and Stats, you can see that in order to make level 3, I need 100 more points. And the missions I had been flying are basically 20 points, 30 points each. It takes a long time. Now, the good part about a long time is your mechs get more experienced. I also wanted to address one of the things I was talking about in the first mission, but the voiceover got washed away. Let me advance the time so I can show you these mechs. And there we go. Okay, now, when I first opened up the very first mission, I opened up the Phoenix Hawk 1K, and, whoops, sorry, flying mouse today. I have to do this. And the very first thing I did was take a large laser out of here. Large lasers weigh 5 tons, and as you can see here, do 10 damage. What I did was I put in instead 3 medium lasers. And that's the difference of I get back 2 tons because they weigh 1 ton each, and they do 5 damage. So I'm doing 5 points more damage, but not only that, I got 2 extra tons left over, and I put them over here on this arm. So now I have 6 medium lasers putting out 30 points of damage, whereas before the damage was not quite as overwhelming. It did reduce my range. The long range laser has a range of, let's see it on here, maximum range of 900 meters. So I lost 400 meters of range. But the difference is I can slap the shit out of whatever I'm aiming at. And it's not as hot. So anyway, star map. Got a little mission to run. We'll take it. It's a 15 defense, which is something I'm really good at. 160 tons, which I'm still way light on. Never going to get that. The difference here is I'm only a level 2, so I got 2 points to negotiate with, and the employer's indifferent to me, so I get no extras, and I'm going to wind up leaving a lot of money on the table, but I'm still going to get $1 million. So we'll confirm that, and get ready and do our drop. Boy, I'm really low on mech tonnage in the drop. We might get a little banged up on this one. Let's take a look-see. Good part about defense is they come at you in dribs and drabbles of 1 or 2 at a time, which makes it ideal for if you have to be under tonnage, take a defense mission. Or a raid.
To move fast, Commander. The pirate band, known as the Werewolf Legion, are bearing down on a nearby settlement. The residents have gone into lockdown, but tens of thousands of innocent lives are still on the line. It's up to you to protect them.
Good for them, I just happened to come along at this time, huh? Get up here and
Looks like
activate the
we made
mission.
it here just in time, Commander.
Confirmed sighting of the Mercenary Lance. Hello, Commander. We'd roll out the red carpet for you, but bogies are just around the corner. Get yourself ready.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Target acquired.
Focusing the shared target.
Notice I almost always tell my Lance to focus on the target and go kill it. Meanwhile,
Target acquired.
More hostiles
I'll
entering the combat zone's perimeter.
I'll take care of that one.
Brace for additional contacts.
Hostiles have breached the perimeter.
I saw another one.
Target acquired.
It's too far away from me.
Target acquired.
Taking it to ya.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
Yeah, not quite yet, they're not.
Hostiles are focusing fire on Command HQ.
Find me a little shortcut to them.
Check your fire, mercenary.
Heat critical. Target acquired. System offline.
It's okay to shut down once in a while for heat. That adds you more experience at the end.
Heat critical. System offline. Target acquired.
Not this much, however. A little bit hot. I forgot it's a volcano planet. How did I forget that when it's right there in front of me? Oop, didn't dodge.
Touch me.
Heat critical.
Zigzag dancing. Made a miss, mostly.
Heat critical. System off.
Bad news, Commander. More hostiles
Bad news, all right.
inbound on your position.
That's right.
Get ready for some company.
They've blown the fuel tank.
Heat critical. Heat critical.
It's gonna be time to make my escape. Lots of red
New
lights here.
target javelin.
Time to make my escape.
This location wasn't built to withstand military-grade weapon fire. We need to pull them away from the buildings.
Wow, is your targeting system offline or something? Watch the friendly fire.
I just shot at him to get his attention to make him quit shooting at the building. Ah, wasted shot.
No trouble at all.
Target acquired.
Take care of that guy.
Heat critical.
Cut away.
How about a taste of this?
Heat critical.
Skull unit receiving heavy fire.
Heat critical.
Fuel
Cat.
reserves have gone up in
Lot of headroom.
I've lost all firepower. Gotta reject.
System offline. Target acquired.
Rejected and left the battle.
He's almost dead. Only got a medium laser left. Smashing up my own stuff. At this point, I've lost the 80-point bonus. I really don't care.
Destroyed.
There we go. Now let's get these other guys taken out.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And put an end to this.
No problemo.
Last target.
Hey, that's us you're shooting at.
Too far. Nope. Under the horizon. Got a sparker.
Add one more to my kill count.
How does that happen? We
I'm
just
detecting
saw.
no more Werewolf Legion troops. It seems as though casualties sustained were kept to a minimum.
We just saw me shoot that, but Tanaka gets credit for it. Not that I really care, but so that was a defense at 45 tons under the recommended. At 50 tons under, it's considered a special achievement. Although I suspect it's quite a bit more of an achievement at this level as opposed to when it's a 400-ton drop and you're fighting at 350. As you can see, I've made rank 3, and there it is. 130 reputation earned. We'll continue. I only took 3 salvage, so we're not going to get any of the good stuff still. I do like to, I prefer to play for cash. Just makes sense to me. That Clint is a 40-ton mech, so, ooh, got me a double heatsink. That's how it works. Ka-ching. Got to keep in mind you have to look at the bottom of the salvage heap because it's only worth 12,000, and they stack them by value. That's the default. Now you can stack them any way you want, but that's how it works. Got me a double. That's going to pretty much go in immediately. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. You can see I killed 7, they killed 3 between them. And that's basically how it works out. I got 485 points of damage, I took 76, and these guys all averaged in there at about just a little bit over 100 each. 1/4 of mine. Y'all keep that in mind. That is a normal spread of the damage that happens. AIs just do not do it, even if you target them. Let's go back and look at the damage. Nothing here is amazing. No. And that's because it was a defense mission where the oncoming attack doesn't even target these guys until they get its attention by shooting at it. I took a little bit more damage because I do a little bit more stuff. Okie dokie, we're just going to hit repair all. and see what we got. So we can see that mission's over. It now says I got to go up to here to finish it. That's a demo. 115, 160. I'm going to go ahead and ride this pony out to the end. If you guys can bear with me, one more mission. I'm sure a number of you watch other people that are playing these, and you'll note that I'm not exactly a very glib talk kind of guy. I'm just playing along. I get real kudos for the guys that can, in fact, talk throughout their mission. It's really distracting to me. Notice this time I got 3 whole pips because my employer likes me a little bit more and because I'm now a level 3. So I get a $500,000 extra. And that's the way it works in this game. The more negotiation points you get, the higher your level, the more negotiation, the more you get back. Plus I got a 25% boost because, the hazard boost, which is not really saying why this time. We'll find out once we click confirm, I guess.
Mind the weather, Commander.
Weather.
It'll compromise your visibility.
Sometimes it actually does compromise visibility. Sometimes it doesn't make a whole heck lot of difference. Here we go. Demolition, 45 tons under. One of the things I may do in this mission that you'll see other people do sometimes is the Locust over here with just machine guns is a stone cold killer in demolition and raid missions because it's so fast and because ballistic weapons do an outsized bit of damage on buildings. So running around with his machine guns firing full time, just shooting at buildings, there's a possibility the Locust could actually wipe out an entire city before my laser based can actually get anything done at all. So it's going to depend on what we see once we get down there.
Attention. Prepare for battle act departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We're going on the offensive today, boss. The Mechwarriors have been terrorizing this region for years now, and it's up to us to finally put a stop to them. I've marked their stronghold on your battle grid. Go forth and raze it to the ground.
Pull a wheelie over the hill. I love seeing the scenery. Yeah, it starts up early this time, doesn't it?
We've got enemy vehicles on radar.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Yep. Got wild fingers this morning. I wanted to stay on the keyboard properly. Uh-oh. Hang on. Banging about on the keyboard, I managed to turn on push and counter rotation. That's why I had a little sideways sliding movement. And that's how you fix it if that ever happens. Stop.
Target down.
Oops, stop. Fix my rotation and get back into it again.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And all that, and we haven't even touched the city yet. Tell him to get behind me, and let's go. And full speed. Looks like we might have a helicopter up there. VTOL, sorry, VTOL.
Target acquired.
Copy. We're on it, sir. Unidentified mech. You are in a
Out of my
restricted
range.
area. Leave now, or you will be fired upon.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Destroyed.
This is Gator. Target is trashed.
Of course it is. It was a relatively big city.
Blackjack.
Requested target ID received. Engaging.
That means I will not be jumping into the Locust. He likes me. One-legged.
Heavy damage.
I like being one-legged, buddy. That should have slowed him down enough to let the other guys do some shooting on him too.
System offline.
Yep.
Taking it to ya. This is Gator. Yes, watch it burn.
Why are you doing this? There are women and children in that building.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system. Integrity of this place is down to 50%.
And here comes some VTOLs.
Hello? Hello? Shit! We just lost one of our radio towers.
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
Yeah, I know it's not much to watch, folks. This is a big part of the game. Big stomping mechs tearing through buildings. And sometimes bouncing off. And we're done. Sometimes Brianna announces that you're done. Sometimes she does not. You gotta watch for that. Gonna call it nice short quick run back. Have us a nice beer for the end of the mission and get the heck out of here.
Right, I think that's enough destruction for one day. You've dealt a catastrophic blow to the pirates.
Should have a blackjack with no legs. Although I still didn't take enough points to get any mechs at this time via salvage. I prefer to try to pick out what mechs I get to run based on I buy them instead of they're presented as salvage to me. Notice I'm already halfway to 4 because I did 2 transmission slant high reward missions. And there's a friendly blackjack at 19 with no legs. The reason it's 19 for a share cost is of course because I left the vast majority of its systems intact, including its engine, so it's worth 3 million. I can probably buy that for 3 million, whereas if I was to take 19 shares and salvage this, I'd probably get $1.5 million for it. I do need more medium lasers. It's one of the most common things you're going to find in this game, and I'll take it back up to my 6 as well. You'll rarely see me use a PPC, so that's why I skipped over that one. Excuse me. Okay, you notice I overheated on that last mission once. Notice that the experience I gain based on that. I'm maxed out in my energy weapons at this point, so I don't going to get anything more experience-wise or for the energy weapons or any of this where I've already maxed it out until I get more training or get something with a gun so I can shoot, or missiles even. Might actually switch out pilots just to do that. Okay, did 11. They did a grand total of 6 kills. I did 256. They upped their game quite a bit and did pretty good. The Locust is firing under potential with only 89 on a demolition mission because they don't run around crazy with the machine gun button held down. You can do that. They do not. And there you go. I got the extra 40 for completing these 2 missions that got me 130 points each for 260 gain plus 4,300 points of reputation. At this level, that makes a difference. I got an SRM-6 Tier 2, SRM-4 to Tier 2. Let me explain the tiers. See the little rectangular boxes I can't hold over it? Wait a minute. Let's do it the other way around. Okay. You see that has 4 empty boxes. This is a tier 0. It goes all the way up to 1 pip where it fills in the box for tier 1, 2, 3, 4. And then tier 5 is all boxes filled with a bright orange color, similar to this color here, which actually makes it for 6 different tiers of damage. And when you look at the different, well, I don't have anything. Oh, there we go. Here's a short range laser, tier 0. It's doing 3 points of damage. Here's a tier 1. It's doing 3 points of damage. You guys can take a study on it for the whole thing and sweep through and see if it's doing more heat. That's a 0.9. Heat 0.75. So the tier 1 does the same damage, less heat. And all the same for the rest of those. Okay. I always like to go in and do a repair all, just so I have done it and don't forget it before I go traveling somewhere and wasting the time. So we're going to leave you at Susquehanna in 27th of September on 3035 and call it a day. Thanks for watching. Please come back and watch some more. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and please comment.